Are you proud of me? Verity by Colleen Hoover is off my shelves. We'll call that a win. So come here often. Hi everyone, my name is Tia. Sometimes when I feel anxious, I'll either one, reorganize my bookshelves, or I will unhaul. So today we are just gonna go straight for the unhaul. There are just so many books on my shelves that I don't really want anymore. I don't feel any excitement about the prospect of reading them sometime, and I just thought we could do that together. I feel like I've done a few successful unhauls on my channel. How is this gonna... I got a new tripod since the last time I did this. Oh my god, you're so tall. Hey. This is a great angle. I don't think I'm getting rid of anything here. I like all these books. I know it looks silly. It's because a lot of the books I actually took and moved to a secondary location. But I did see a comment on my little free library video. They said they were waiting for me the entire video to look inside the dust jacket of this book where I found it, The Forgery of Roses. And I was like, what? Oh my, let me take it off. No, you need to see this. Whoever commented that, I owe you like a coffee or something. Are you kidding me? I literally would have never seen this. This is stunning. That's so crazy. This is by Jessica Olsen. It's also like beautifully embossed as well. Thank you for telling me. I think because I don't really read a lot of fantasy, I just never expected it. So this is like totally a special edition. Ink Yard Press. That made my heart very, very, very happy. The Way of Kings. The fact that this is like so big, I have a big head. Like this is not a normal size book. And the font is like maybe 0.7. I'm being generous. So that's a little scary. And there's like no margin at all. None. But I'm gonna keep that on my shelf. So far, this unhaul is going great. Now, I kind of want to get rid of the Penelopead by Margaret Atwood. I bought this on eBay, but at the same time, it's so tiny. The margins, oh, look at these margins. Look at how much negative space there is in this book. That's nice. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, this, I don't know if my haul video is going up before this or after this, but I have acquired 3 copies of Normal People by Sally Rooney, and I'm not a mega diehard Normal People fan for this to make any sense. But the problem is I own Conversations with Friends in like the matching set with this one. This is a new edition, and then I annotated this. I kind of want to just get rid of this one and transfer my annotations. Oh, but all my annotations. I think this is one of the first books I ever annotated. So to me, okay, just kidding. I can't. That's too special to me personally. I like this one so much more, but I bought this one new, so I kind of don't want to get rid of it because I bought it freaking new. But this one was $3. Hi, I'm editing this. I'm being so dramatic actually, but my friend decided that she wanted a copy, so I'm just gonna give her my new copy. Love that for us. This one I've never even cracked open. Like, there's no give to the spine. None. That's a later me problem. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I've actually heard some kind of problematic things about this book. Of course, I want to read it for myself, and I own The Secret History, so part of me is like, don't get rid of it because you do own a Donna Tartt already. That's quite annoying. The Last Thing He Told Me, by Laura Dave. I did like this book. It's like one of the more mundane mysteries, kind of like a contemporary fiction mystery, but I don't think I would ever reread it. So I kind of want to give it away, but I did really like it. You know what? I think I'll save this for my personal library, especially because it is one book that I have finished on my physical TBR. And the whole point of this is the physical TBR. The books that I've not read yet are the ones that are stressing me out. Okay, like prime example, this has got to go. I bought it, in the pandemic on Amazon. It came like this. How upsetting. Now, I just don't think I'm ever going to read this. I don't really want a Hoover on my shelf. I have heard that this is like one of her better books though. I don't think I have the patience right now to find out for myself. So really, this has got to go. Okay, 1. We did it. Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm of course keeping. My Mary Kubica. I love keeping. I'm keeping. Oh, I love you, Julia Whalen. The Night Circus. Oh, why is this book so heavy? Oh. It's got a cute little hole in the cover. I know this is like one of the most famous books ever. I'll keep it. The Whale, a love story, which I thought was so cute. There's a little house. I think I got this at a library sale, so I only paid like max a couple dollars for it, and I just have no interest of reading it, even though the cover is so stinking cute. It's the summer of 1850, and Herman is hounded by creditors, afraid of his writing career. They go on a vacation, and his life turns upside down. See, this chronicles the affair of mind and heart that grows out of the serendipitous afternoon. Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of this just because it seems like historical fiction, but I'm just really not intrigued as much as I wish I was. Goodbye, Whale. Court of Mist and Fury is the only ACOTAR book I liked. I'm keeping it. I found it at a little free library. Moving on. Isn't that so nifty that I can do that? Mrs. Nash's Ashes, I just bought. I finally own. Mwah. I did also just read her book Happy Medium. Very palate cleansery, very wholesome book. To love is to be seen. I love you, Sarah Adler. I would read Sarah Adler's grocery list. Oh, he's getting squished. I'm sorry. There you go. I'm gonna get rid of Super Sad True Love Story. I love the cover. I just don't really care. Russian immigrant janitor, Eunice Park, impossibly cute Korean American woman. But I will be donating this. This is feeling good. Oh, and then right before I... Stop that. Right before I started filming this video, I saw this on my shelf and I was like, I don't love this book enough to have two versions of it. I really don't. Like, yes, it did get me back into reading in 2021. It was one of my first romances I read that I was like, oh my gosh, this is fun. But one, this cover is so ugly. I'm sorry. It's literally tiny. There's no need. This is like a brand new book. Again, no give to the spine, but this cover, I love this cover. I wish they never got rid of it. I think it's either the UK cover or the advanced reader copy cover, but I really, really wish that instead of this cover, they went with this. With the little frustrated squiggly lines. Are you kidding me? So the problem is I love this cover more, but it's an arc, which means that it's not done yet. There's like empty pages in the back because the author's note was not ready. So this has an epilogue in it, and this one does not include the epilogue. They don't have the exact same contents. But why do I own two and I don't like the cover? That makes me so upset. I'm gonna keep them and I'm gonna not try and think about it, but if I was feeling more icky today, I probably would give this one away. 3 books down. Several more shelves to go. Okay, I'm gonna squat. So these 2 books by Lauren Groff, they intrigue me. They really honestly do. I found both of these at Little Free Libraries, and my rule is if and when I decide to take something off my shelf that I found in a Little Free Library, my rule is like they go back to a Little Free Library. All the books that I find in Little Free Library stay in the Little Free Library economy. Does that make sense? I said that phrase so many times. I just don't think I'm gonna get to these anytime soon. The cover for this is stunning. If anything, I can borrow them from the library. I just want them off my shelf, which makes me kind of sad, but they'll be going back to Little Free Libraries and hopefully they will find a more appreciative home. Like that's the goal. In this pile, can you see my fat head is kind of in the way? I'm also gonna get rid of Trust Exercise by Susan Choi. I actually did try and read this. I borrowed an audiobook at the library. Ew, I just forgot. I forgot that Hero bit this one. I apologize to the future owner of this book. I DNF'd it quite early on. I just feel like I'm very much a mood reader, so I just didn't really care, but that's the problem. Am I ever gonna care? Goodbye, Susan Choi's book. The Nightingale by Chris and Hannah. I should count how many times I've considered donating a book because there has to be like a 3 strike in your out system. I feel like I think about donating this Chris and Hannah every single time I do one of these episodes, and I never do, and I'm not gonna do it this time either, but there's something there. There was a system that would probably work a lot more efficiently if I followed it. Okay, I can't squat for this long. The Feasts of Love. Thrifted this somehow, somewhere. I just don't think I would ever be like, oh, I'm in such a mood to read this. Oh, this looks very messy. Catherine, Bradley's first wife, Diana, Bradley's second wife, Chloe and Oscar, Esther and Harry, Bradley's neighbors, Bradley, ex-husband, employer, friend. Okay, hopefully it will go to someone who can enjoy it much more than I. I think that's the problem with a lot of the books that I have acquired in the last 3 or 4 years. I do a lot of thrifting. I acquire my books in like mass hauls at the library, especially. So a lot of the time I don't really want the book, but I'm like, ooh, like I gotta fill my cart or I gotta fill my tote bag. So I grab books that kind of interest me, but then once they're at home, they don't really ever interest me. I don't know. kind of makes me sad. But I had a good time doing the shopping experience. But still, I think books deserve to be loved and in a home where they're appreciated. I need to stop talking. Ask again, yes. I think I bought this at Goodwill. No, I do want to keep this one. I think I'm gonna borrow the audiobook from the library. I think this shelf we're good on. You're like kind of close. No offense. Let the Great World Spin. I love this cover, but literally what is this about? August 1974, mysterious tightrope walker is running, dancing, leaping towards the Twin Towers. Captures the spirit of America in a time of transition, extraordinary promise, and, in hindsight, heartbreaking innocence. Aw, see, like, that sounds so good. Should I give it away? I feel like this is something I would totally like. I really do feel like it is. Okay. I hate that, but there you go. White Dog Fell from the Sky I want to keep. Okay, Commonwealth. I know that this book's premise surprised me in our last unhaul episode, or whenever that was, because someone kisses someone else's mom, right? Which is crazy. Yeah, Bert shows up, kisses Franny's mom, Beverly. But again, like, do I actually want to read it? You know what I learned? One of my favorite YouTubers is Ariel Bassett. I think that's her last name. She like recommended either on a podcast or some kind of video. She said that the best way to see if you're gonna like a book when you go to a bookstore and buy it is to sit down and read the first chapter. That is so smart, and like in hindsight, how come I've not done that before? But that is so true. Like, why wouldn't you sit down and read a little bit of a book to see if you're gonna like it? So that's what I'm gonna do right now. The fact that this entire first page is just one paragraph kind of makes me want to unhaul it. That's just rude. Christening party. You know what? I don't need to own this, and if I want to read it, I will get it at the library. Goodbye, Commonwealth. You sound very interesting. This is good. This is actually really good for us. Disappearing Earth. I think I bought this also at a library. At the edge of Russia, two girls go missing. Oh gosh. This cover is beautiful. I'm gonna give this away. It seems like it's very much connected to nature, which that's fantastic, but I don't think those are the books that I'm like itching to read right now. God's Behaving Badly is absolutely a silly little book that I'm absolutely keeping because it's a silly little book. Jodi Picoult, The Guncle. Oh, his new book, the sequel to this, is coming out soon. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And I hope he narrates his own audiobook because I love Stephen Rowley's narration. All Adults Here. Also got from the library last year. Yes, coming of age is indeed not just for kids. Aging parents, high school boyfriends, middle school mean girls, the lifelong effects of birth order. Like, I don't really think I want to read about that. Ugh, goodbye. Thank you. Where'd you go, Bernadette? Okay, this one I'm unhauling. The Singles Game by Lauren Weisberger. She wrote The Devil Wears Prada, which is a fantastic movie. Does this have a movie? Because then I'll watch it instead. Oh, I am watching the Challengers movie tomorrow because Zendaya is my celebrity crush. So maybe that will scratch the itch of like this tennis game situation that this is about. Oh, but they do use the word romp. It's a sexy, wickedly entertaining romp through a world where the stakes are high and no one plays by the rules. I love the word romp, and you know what? This is one of the books that was kind of stressing me out, so I'm going to stick with my gut. I'm going to go with my gut. Goodbye, Lauren. We're unhauling you. Okay, and then these three I'm going to keep. That's nice. Next. I don't know if I'll be getting rid of anything here, really. Oh, actually, The Arrow of the Blue Skin God had this on my TBR for literally years now, and I just don't think I would pick it up. It seems interesting, but again, I'm just like really not drawn towards these books right now. And they've been on my shelf forever, and they're stressing me out. Green Island. Again, another book Hero absolutely not on. Stunning story of love, betrayal, and family set against the backdrop of a changing Taiwan over the course of the 20th century. I literally remember reading those exact words. Ooh, the life of the narrator shadows the course of Taiwan's history. Okay, yeah. Nope, yeah, we're keeping that. This sounds so up my alley. But okay, here's the deal. What book did I also say was super up my alley? Oh, no. Oh, this one. Not to stress myself out, but if I don't read this within 2024, they have to go. Like, they have to go. Hold me to that, please. That already makes me feel better. Making a contract like that. And all these other books, they're definitely not leaving my bookshelves. Oh God, okay. I have unhauled 12 books from this one bookshelf alone. I'm feeling better already. That's great. Da, 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 da. Wow. I moved the couch to make way for you guys. He literally did not move an inch. He did not care at all. That is so funny. So the game plan for this bookshelf is that we're not really touching this shelf up here. That's like my Greek mythology. It's more of my nonfiction. I've been on a memoir kick recently, actually. It's been so fun, but still I'm more of a fiction reader. So let's be honest, when am I gonna read How Starbucks Saved My Life? A son of privilege learns to live like everyone else. When am I gonna want to read that? So that's gonna go. Oh wait, this is my girlfriend's, so I can't get rid of it. I actually stole it from her, so I'm gonna keep it. That's Marie Kondo's book. And I'm kind of following Marie Kondo-esque stuff by doing this, so that's nice. It's also very dusty. Have not dusted it since the last time we filmed one of these, and I dusted it on screen to show you, but I'm just gonna be real. I'm not gonna dust it. Cloud Spotter's Guide, Year to Yes. Okay, 1 down. Honestly, I'm tired. But 13 books off my physical TBR, honestly, that is so helpful because truthfully, the reason why I wanted to do this in the first place was because I track my physical TBR on my iPad, my like reading journal, and it surpassed 200 in April. Now that number to me is just astronomically too big for me to comprehend, for me to want to think about. So I think 13 simply gets me below 200. Are you proud of me? I did it. It feels good. Verity by Colleen Hoover is off my shelves. Today, that's a win. We'll call that a win. I hope this inspires you to shop your own bookshelves and treat your own house like a bookstore. I think it has been really fun to own so many books, but lately it has been getting a teensy overwhelming for me. So that's why I did it. I know that I am very lucky and I will be donating these to either independent bookstores, my library if they want donations, or Little Free Library. So stay tuned for future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.